He waited in the mud with his heart beating like a metronome, 50 beats a minute. His M40 rifle was trained on a stream crossing where enemy soldiers would soon appear. In just 30 seconds, 16 bodies dropped each from a single headshot. No backup, no fanfare, just one Marine, alone in the jungle. His name? Chuck Mawhinney. And for decades, almost no one knew what he had done. But today, we tell the story of the Marine sniper who saved more lives in silence than most did in battle. Charles Chuck Mawhinney was born on the 30th of October, year 1949, in the quiet town of Lakeview, Oregon. Raised in the outdoors, he was hunting with his father before he could ride a bike. It wasn't just sport, it was survival. Long treks through the high desert taught him how to wait, how to aim, and how to shoot. Patience became muscle memory, precision became instinct. And although he didn't know it then, these early skills would someday make him the deadliest sniper the Marine Corps had ever seen. When he graduated from high school, Vietnam was burning on the news. Like many young men of his era, Chuck joined the Marines. But unlike most, he didn't join for adventure or escape. He joined because he believed in doing his part. That belief would soon be tested on a battlefield where every decision was life or death. By year 1968, Chuck was on his way to Vietnam. Assigned to the 1st of March In Division, he started his deployment around Da Nang hot zone thick with jungle, sniper nests, and shifting lines. Chuck was selected for scout sniper training and paired with Joseph Ward, a spotter who later said that Mawhinney had a stillness about him that even the jungle couldn't shake. Together, they patrolled trails, watched enemy routes, and protected sleeping Marine units at night. While others feared what lurked in the dark, Chuck became the thing the enemy feared. And yet, he never bragged. He never asked for recognition. He never even told his wife what he had done after the war. From year 1968 to year 1970, Chuck recorded 103 confirmed kills and 216 probable kills using his M40 bolt-action rifle. He operated with calm discipline, often lying motionless for hours in brutal humidity, covered in insects, sometimes sharing space with snakes and spiders. On one now legendary night, the 14th of February, year 1969, Chuck lay concealed beside a shallow stream as a full platoon of North Vietnamese soldiers moved into position for a sneak attack. With just seconds to act, Chuck opened fire. 16 enemies fell in less than a minute. Headshots, one after the other. The survivors retreated, stunned, believing they had stumbled into an ambush. In reality, they'd walked into the crosshairs of one man. Unlike some military icons, Chuck didn't credit talent for his success. He credited discipline. His heart rate was naturally slow, which helped. He timed his trigger pulls to the rhythm of his breathing and the beat of his chest. It was the ultimate hunting trip, he once said. A man hunting another man who was hunting me. Snipers aren't just shooters, they're psychologists, disruptors. Chuck understood that killing a key enemy at the right moment could collapse an entire attack before it began. And he also believed that taking a shot at the right time meant saving lives. His rules of engagement were clear. If they had a weapon, they were fair game. No hatred, no joy, just duty. When Chuck came home from Vietnam, he didn't talk about what happened, not even to his family. He married, raised 3 sons, and spent nearly 30 years working for the U.S. Forest Service. It wasn't until year 1991, when Joseph Ward published a book titled Dear Mom, A Sniper's Vietnam, that Chuck's story finally surfaced. At first, he was surprised, even a bit uncomfortable. But in time, he realized something. People needed to hear it. Needed to understand that snipers aren't bloodthirsty killers, they're force multipliers. And in Chuck's case, they're men who chose silence over celebrity. In year 1996, Peter Senek published an article confirming Chuck's kill count through Marine records. It was official. Chuck Mawhinney had surpassed even Carlos Hathcock. The Marine Corps tracked down Chuck's original M40 sniper rifle, refurbished it, and placed it on display in the Vietnam Gallery of the National Museum of the Marine Corps. The man who never asked for attention now stood immortalized among legends. He also became a mentor, attending sniper competitions, speaking at Scout Sniper graduations, and inspiring new generations of Marines. He partnered with Strider Knives to design a special combat knife, awarded only to the top student in each USMC sniper class. Chuck also appeared in a History Channel special, where he recreated one of his most difficult shots. He didn't do it to boast, did it to teach. His message was always simple: practice, practice, and more practice. Chuck spent his final years in Baker City, Oregon, surrounded by peace, family, and the wild country he loved. He passed away on the 12th of February, year 2024, at the age of 74. He died as he had lived, quietly, honorably, and far from the spotlight. But those who know his name understand he was more than a sniper. He was a master of restraint, a protector of his brothers, and a silent guardian of history. Chuck Mawhinney's trigger was silent, but his story, it speaks volumes. Subscribe to our channel to honor warriors like Chuck, whose legacies are carved not in medals, but in the lives they saved. Comment below with the name of a hero whose story deserves to be told. And don't forget to like the video so more people hear about those who served in silence but made history with every breath.